Tell us a little bit of who you are.
My name is Renee Antonelli. I am a senior, 23. I was born and raised in Steubenville, Ohio, and I guess a fun fact would be I am the youngest cousin on both my mom and my dad's side. It was fun. A lot of people say like there's not much to do around Steubenville, Ohio, but honestly I think just growing up here I've learned like there are a lot of fun things to do. It's a very close-knit community. You kind of like get to know everyone. So it's nice, like especially now being older, like a teacher, I get to go back into my elementary and like see teachers that I had. So I thought it was really fun. So I'm an outside hitter. So in the front row, that entails I'm more of like on the offense side. So I'm a hitter, a main hitter. And then at the net we block. So I'm blocking for the other, for our team whenever the other hitters go up. And then in the back row, I'll serve and play middle back. So I'm more of like a defensive player as well. So I guess this is kind of like a fun fact. I actually went to another school, another college, for my freshman year. And when we had a coach before, Coach Barton, and that's kind of who like recruited me in a way. But I already knew her, like I went to all of Franciscan's camps when I was little and just kind of knew her like family friends. So I always knew that this was an option, and then freshman year I chose somewhere else and went and played there and was recruited there and then just didn't like it. So I kind of decided at Christmas break that it was either, like I knew I wanted to still play, I just didn't know where. And then I came back for Christmas break and talked to the coach and knew that there was a position for me on the team. And yeah, I'm a homebody, so I really like being close to home.
Yeah.
So this just felt like a really good fit, and the community was great, and just being from here, I kind of knew more about it. So I was thinking about this question. I started playing. I picked up like my first volleyball when I was probably 3 or 4, and I think kind of what drew me to that was my mom was a coach, and then both my older sisters played. So it was it's a very family-oriented sport, and my sisters loved it. And then I kind of just would go to all their practices and picked up a volleyball and started playing, and I haven't put one down since. So. I would say definitely my teammates and coaches have a big impact on that. And like personally, I know, especially this past year, like realizing it's my last year, just kind of realizing that I'm not going to be able to play forever, and that I want to leave a mark, for Franciscan, not only like not for myself, but just for my teammates, and I want to help us to win. And help us to, be better than what we were yesterday. So, but my teammates and coaches definitely have a big impact on how I play personally, and like knowing that I'm playing for them and for God just really helps to drive that. She's definitely built, over the past 2 years, I would say, definitely like a team-oriented, a team-friendly culture. But she's really instilled in us like what our values are and what order they should be in. And our values are definitely God, then education, and then volleyball.
Yeah.
But we also she's really instilled in us that we should play because we want to play, and it really shouldn't be like a forced feeling. And we're just very faithful in what we do, and just understanding that we're not going to be, again, playing like our whole life, so we're going to give it our all now. But she's very determined in like helping us get better each day, and just focusing on each other and not so much like individualizing each person. And she's also like mentioned a lot of times that we're going to go through life, and just because we're not best friends off the court, like we're a team together when we're on the court. Honestly, I'm definitely a person that looks at things like like everything happens for a reason, or definitely like trying to give off positive vibes, because I know that I feel better when people are positive to me. And I just want to uplift, my teammates, knowing that I got their back, and that just because someone had a bad pass doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. Because I know how much of a mental game like volleyball actually is. And just letting my teammates know that I got their back and that we should remain positive, because the more positive we are on the court, the better our game will go in our favor. And plus, I know I make mistakes all the time. Like, I know how that feels to be that player on the court that, I just shanked a pass, or I just served the ball out. But just trying to remain positive and knowing that they can reach out to, lean on me, and that I got their back, and that they'll get the next one. It's just a really positive boost to our emotion and our play. I definitely want to. I know there are adult leagues, so I guess we'll look into that. But I definitely want to keep coaching. I actually coached last winter for a local club team. So I want to definitely keep doing that. And eventually I would love to be at a college level coaching. So I was born and raised Catholic, went to a Catholic school, elementary school, and then when I was a freshman I went to a public high school. But coming here has definitely almost pushed me to be even more faithful than I was, and just being around all of these faithful people leading us, leading you to closer to God, I definitely feel has improved my faith. And just feeling like I'm more connected with God. And again, I do believe that everything happens for a reason, even though if I can't see it, I know God has a reason for that. So I actually do have a favorite Bible verse, and I got it tattooed, this was 2 summers ago. So it's Psalm 46 verse 5, and it's just, God is within her, she will not fall. And I think that at that time in life I was just going through some battles and struggles and trying to figure life out, and that quote just always stuck out to me, and I was I want to be reminded of it. And looking at, if I see it randomly on my wrist, or just sometimes I forget it's there, and then just having that constant reminder, it's just one of my favorites. So. Well, first off, God is my hero, but also I would definitely say my parents. They have just been there from the very beginning. They've helped me through any issues that I've had, big, small, little, anything. And they just always seem to know what to say at the right time. And again, with volleyball, I don't think they have missed a game ever. They have just been there from the beginning and pushed me, and just been there to have a shoulder to cry on, to talk to listen. They're just always putting their children first, and they're definitely my heroes. I would tell my freshman self, I feel 2 different things. Probably to embrace every moment, and just soak that in, because one day it is, eventually gonna come to an end, and you're gonna graduate, and you're gonna have your senior night, and it's all gonna feel like it went so fast, in the blink of an eye. So definitely to embrace it, and to just take the risk. If something feels uncomfortable, it's usually because you're growing in that virtue. So I just feel to take the risk and work hard. My family, and definitely my family and my coaches and teammates that I've had along the way at Franciscan, and just everyone that's been a part of this journey. Thanks.